Welcome to my channel. I want to thank each and every one of you that has subscribed to my channel. Each of you that has liked my videos, that has commented on my videos, and has shared my videos. I can't express my thankfulness enough. It's amazing to me that this many people want to hear what I have to say. But I'll keep making these videos as long as there's people that want to see them. So today I want to introduce you to a new song that Dax has just put out. This is a new, I guess you'd call it a new version of To Be a Man. Dax calls it a remix, but it's not like most of the remixes that I've seen where he has lots and lots of people on them. This is just him and one of my favorite artists, Darius Rucker.
I can't hide myself. I don't expect you to understand. I just hope I can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home.
Being a man is what you make it. You can't always live up to expectations. You try to please everybody while you struggle, so you fake it and end up out of balance, compromising situations. As a good man, do what he should, man. I'll give everything he has and do everything he could, man. You might find yourself feeling all alone inside a house you built that you don't recognize as home. And that's what my daddy told me, and I'll tell my son the same. Now that I'm older, I relate and I actually feel his pain. He never cried, he might have lied, but he did not complain. And he said, son, one day you'll have to do the same. I get emotional when I stop and think and I look around beyond the county lines of my small town. I think about all the men out there who feel like I do now, who are screaming on the inside but won't ever make a sound.
Wow. That makes me emotional. I want to hear that again. That's
being a man is what you make it. You can't always live up to expectations. You try to please everybody while you struggle, so you fake it and end up out of balance, compromising situations. As a good man, do what he should, man. I'll give everything he has and do everything he could, man. You might find yourself feeling all alone inside a house you built that you don't recognize as home. And that's what my daddy told me, and I'll tell my son the same. Now that I'm older, I relate and I actually feel his pain. He never cried, he might have lied, but he did not complain. And he said, son, one day you'll have to do the same. I get emotional when I stop and think and I look around beyond the county lines of my small town. I think about all the men out there who feel like I do now, who are screaming on the inside but won't ever make a sound.
I can't hide myself. I don't expect you to understand. I just hope I can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home. Don't give up, keep fighting. As a man, our sun is our horizon, and our father's actions play a role, and we end up like them. So they can't let us see them hurt, cause we'll embody what they do and start a generational curse. No wonder most men are so depressed, all the things that they can't express. They go to war, get thrown on the shelf, then go back to war with their mental health. Then grab that bottle and ask for help, try to pull themselves out of hell, then fall back down and then realize that they're gonna have to do it themselves. It's the circle of life. As a man you provide, they don't know what you're worth till the day that you die, and that's when they start crying. Then move on understand. We just hope we can explain what it's like to be your man. It's a lonely road, and you don't care about what we know. It's not about how we feel, but what we provide inside that home. That home. It's not about how we feel, but what we provide inside that home.
Wow. Tough. Real tough. I've got tears in my eyes. This song is very emotional. Brings out a lot of emotions. And I think about how important it is to be a father and to be strong for your family, and how sometimes that strength is not appreciated, and how so many men struggle, especially the veterans that have been in combat. It's tough. I was never in combat. I served in the Atlantic theater when the Vietnam War was going on. But I have a lot of friends who were in combat, saw men die. I lost a cousin there. And I know how tough it is to deal with that. It's a scar that is on your heart and lasts for the rest of your life. You can't get rid of it. You can't ignore it. Many men learn to handle it and to deal with it, but some men can't. And they struggle their entire lives just to be normal because of the scars of war. But in this modern age, I think men are discounted and they're considered to be less than they are. They're considered to be, I don't know, maybe not worth as much. I'm not sure what to say along those lines. I mean, I know it's not true for me. My wife appreciates me a great deal. My kids appreciate me, but I know that there's many men that don't have that in their lives. And it's tough for them. It's really tough. And they just have to suck it up and go about their business. Keep going to work, keep coming home, keep paying the bills, keep feeding the family without any thank yous or anything. There's lots of men I know that have good wives, but there are some that really struggle. And this song just brings it out. It really digs into the depths of your soul. I can't say enough about Dax. He's such a wonderful singer. He's such a wonderful lyricist. He's very special. And for him to include Darius, and for Darius to have written the words that he sang in that song, that was special. About how his dad taught him and now he teaches his son. It's a very, really, really special song to me. My wife makes fun of me because I don't ever remember the words to songs. But this one is starting to embed itself, and I'm starting to remember the words and starting to think about them. I hope you enjoyed this at least as much as I did. And I pray that you will be abundant, that you will live a long life, that you'll be healthy, that God will keep you safe, and that He'll do the same for every single person that you love. And I pray that you'll be anxious for nothing, but in all things, through prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, you'll make your requests be made known to God. And the peace of God, which passes all understanding, will keep your heart and mind in Christ Jesus. This is the Vietnam era vet out.